Giancarlo, welcome to the Content Condo. Thank you so much for coming, for reaching out, for being here today. Beautiful afternoon, amazing Miami weather. This might be my favorite time of year in Miami, to be honest.
I agree, because you could dress nice and not be sweating.
I love it. I know.
You walk around just a few steps and you're already sweating.
In the summertime, I go through about 3 shirts a day, so I'm happy.
It's horrible, but this is, let me tell you, this is very beautiful scenery, beautiful weather. So this is a great idea that you had this podcast for the exterior of a condo.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that you can come and check it out, see it for yourself. I've been looking at you on social media. I'm really impressed with your work. I don't know whether to call it work or art or construction. So just want to hope that, maybe just kind of introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
My name is Giancarlo Sagasti, owner of a successful company here in the United States called Exotic Wall Finishes. What we do is we import a plaster called Venetian plaster from Italy, bring it to the United States, sell it all over the country, teach people how to use it, and then also do it in high-end homes. It's a plaster made out of limestone and marble. So it's a thin veneer of stone on your walls. I'm putting on you.
Okay. So is this your own innovation, this specific type of marble and plaster?
No. This is since back in the Roman times they've been doing this. So
Okay.
this is nothing new.
Okay.
It's just we modernized it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this? What got you into it in the first place?
I've been doing this for over 24 years now.
Okay.
I started very young, basically straight out of high school, doing it with family, and I just started. I wanted to be the best at it, so I really pushed on it.
Yeah. I mean, I look at a lot of your creations, and it looks like you've been, in all these major high rises here throughout the city. Yeah, I'm sure you
One
go
by
by
one.
building after building. What are the projects maybe that you're most proud of, or the ones that really excite you when you get an opportunity to go at?
Well, basically, when they're big projects, when they're lobby of hotels, I did many of them. When they're, in the end of the days, when the customer is super happy for me. Like one of the most impressive jobs for me was my first job ever that it was a big paycheck, and I never had seen a big paycheck in my life before. And I grabbed it, I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
and that was more of a memorable moment for me.
Okay.
How
did you get into it?
I got married into it. So I was married previous, right? I'm divorced now, but I was married previous. It was a family business, and he imported plaster from Italy, bring it to the States. I was a part of that, so I took it to a whole nother level for that company. Then we got divorced. I left that company and I started Exotic Wall Finishes.
Wow.
I blew that up. I started #sexy walls.
Sexy walls.
Because
I
of
see
that.
I know.
And it blew up. And then from there, slowly but surely, boom, started doing, just took it to a whole nother level. And I've always been teaching people. So when I do videos, I'm actually, hey, so how you should do this is blah, 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 blah. And that really caught people's attention, and people started following me because of that.
I saw that. I think you were doing something, where was it, in like Puerto Rico? You put together like a whole, symposium or something like that, where I saw a bunch of guys there doing the walls, doing the push-ups, whatever it takes. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so basically I do exotic training. So it's an exotic academy where I train people how to do it. But I'm very into fitness. So what I teach people is like, dude, if you guys are going to be doing this for a living, your physique has to be really good, because you're going up and down ladders, scaffoldings, always on your feet. So you have to take care of your body. So thus the push-ups you saw, I teach people how to eat. So I'm also a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
And then I teach people how to, apply properly the product.
It seems like a physically intensive job, going up on the ladders, on the ground,
It
between
is.
the small
It
spaces.
is. You got to be like a gorilla, monkey jumping from scaffold to scaffold.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess maybe I'm very curious about just on, a day in the life. What's a given week? Are there periods of time that you have, dozens of projects at the same time? Just kind of, how do you manage all this work?
Yeah, so sometimes I go a little crazy, but what it is a lot of people call me. I put everybody in schedule, but some of the times I have 3 projects going on the same day. I got multiple projects in the same week. So basically, I wake up, do some push-ups, try to drink my little cafecito, and then go to the projects, go to the office. And remember, not only doing by doing walls, I had to go back to the office and make orders, because people are ordering buckets to ship to Colorado, California, New York.
Is that right?
Yeah, so I got to mix up buckets, do the color match, and ship it to them too.
Okay.
So not only doing physical labor, like doing it in big walls,
Right.
I also got to run back to the office and make an order.
Okay, is it like also a showroom that you have?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about that. Like, is that where your home base is? That's where you're physically mixing the paints and all that?
Yeah, so that's so I have 2 companies, Exotic wall finishes where I do the application, and then I have exotic luxury line where I just started it this year that I'm selling the product. So basically, I made that a showroom. I have people do walk-ins or order by phone, and we do custom color matches. So basically, if you wanted this pink color right here or this turquoise color right here, I can match it, send it to the client, or do it in your house.
Okay.
And that's where I do the Exotic Academy as well, where I teach people how to do it. But let me tell you, all this comes in white, and we have to customize it for each customer. Like, I want this particular bluish purple, so I have to match it to that color.
Okay, so the base color is always white.
Always comes white.
Okay.
That's how we get it from Italy.
Oh, so it's imported from Italy.
Yeah. This is
the
all
real deal.
This is the real deal. This is made out of limestone and marble. So it's 4 ingredients. Limestone is the base. It has water. It has resin. Resin is glue for it to stick to the wall. And then it has marble.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about, so you mentioned that this is imported from Italy. I'm sure that's, expensive cost. Are there other people doing it? Maybe some lower level competitors? Are they taking shortcuts and not doing the real Italian thing? Like,
Yes.
Can you sense the high quality stuff versus the low quality stuff?
Great question. I like
You
that
like
question.
that?
That's the first time somebody asked me that. So yes. So there is American made. There is people that are making it, they're scientists, wannabe scientists that put it in together, and they get this Mickey Mouse product that is not. It's made out of an acrylic. It could look nice if a professional like me applies it. I can make it look nice, but it's not the real deal. Meaning, it's not a thin veneer or stone. Our product is made out of limestone and marble. When you touch it, it's cold to the touch because it's like your granite, absorbing moisture from the air. So basically, I went to Italy, found the best company that manufactures the product.
Yeah.
I told them to tweak it, specialize for me, because I travel worldwide teaching classes. So I looked at other people's products that they get it from Germany, Russia, different parts of Italy, and I combined them together, which is the products I like better, and that's what I did for me to bring it to the States.
You're the guy. You're
I'm
the guy.
I'm the guy.
You
So
teach
basically,
classes, everything.
So basically, when I make an order, I have to wait from 4 to 5 weeks for the product to come in to Europe. So I have to calculate everything. All right, our number one seller is this particular product. I only have 2 pallets left. We're selling it 1 pallet a week, 1 pallet, blah, blah, blah. We're going to have to make a new order now because it takes 5 weeks to get here.
Is that right? Okay. So is there any way to expedite that?
You can. We do air shipping, but it's very expensive.
Okay.
All
right.
Because this is by weight. This is very heavy. So a pallet of 33 pails is like 2,000 pounds.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So bringing 2,000 pounds in a plane is very expensive.
And honestly, 5 weeks doesn't even sound that bad. I mean,
No,
especially nowadays with the supply chain and everything, to get a project done, you're lucky. 5 weeks is nothing.
But believe it or not, some people need it. And then if we do some air shipping, we're talking about a pallet alone, easily $5,000 just for cargo shipping.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
I'm curious about, you mentioned hotel lobbies. Obviously, you've done probably individual, private residence and things like that. What are the projects that you're most proud of?
The most proud of projects, of course, is projects that I could bring in people to show it off. Like we did the Eden Rock right here in Miami Beach.
Yeah. It's
so we could
iconic hotel.
Yeah, we take you there and you could look at it. I bring guests. I do a lot of restaurants that I love doing restaurants because I could bring guests, family members to the
restaurants. You're proud of it,
yeah.
I
And
did
show it
this,
off.
Yeah.
And then of course some people are. Remember, I do a lot of high end work, so a lot of them it's private people that don't want pictures taken or they don't want nobody to know this is their house. So sometimes I take pictures and that, just post it, hey, beautiful wall by Exotic, this particular color, blah, 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 blah.
Okay. And I have a 2-part question because, Miami is a very, I think, art-forward city. The Art Basel here is big. It's a colorful city. Art, culture, it kind of goes hand in hand here.
Yes.
Do you think that you can do what you're doing in any city outside of Miami?
Of course. Of course. Remember, I sell it all over the United States.
Sure.
So we're talking about from North Carolina, from Miami all the way to California to Alaska, people are doing it.
Okay.
State by state. I'm shipping it to Colorado, Mississippi, Texas, all over the place. People are doing it.
But there's a reason why you're here in Miami, because I think maybe it complements your work.
Well, first because I was basically raised here.
Okay, bet.
So I'm stuck here. This is where I'm at.
Right.
And plus, there's a lot of people doing construction here that want to modernize their houses and all that.
Right.
So I'm always busy.
People like me coming down here, driving up the rent prices, moving into these new places, new constructions going up, all that type of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's people that call me from Orlando and they're like, there's nobody that does it here. Nobody does it in North South Carolina. Can
Okay.
you drive over here and do it?
Okay.
Naples. I'm like, yeah, I could do it for you.
And the other question I wanted to ask was, have you ever, it's very much like art. Have you ever collaborated with other artists?
I have, yeah. So what we do is I do a canvas with my medium, my texture, and then they come back and they do some art pieces on top of it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. It's really cool. I have some pieces, but normally, or we do it on a house. I do a nice piece, and somebody does a graffiti on top of it or a mural on top of it. I have the contract for all the East Starbucks.
Okay.
So when we do the walls, there's an artist that comes in and does an art piece on top of my wall in each Starbucks.
Oh, wow.
Really cool.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible. So, I mean, you're doing restaurants, hotels, private restaurants.
Oh, everything,
Yeah.
everything. Commercials, private residence is probably my number one.
Okay.
Is my number
Yeah.
one, you know,
Yeah.
because these are big dogs, and they're like, let's do the whole condo, the whole
Wow.
house, walls and ceilings, inside closets too.
And
Let's
how
do
many
the
people do you
doors.
have working for you? I mean, these are big projects.
Yeah. I have people, like I have 4 employees that work for me. But when I get huge projects, I bring in people and then I start letting them go when we start finishing up.
Okay.
And then I have the office. I have employees at the office as well.
And you yourself, you're heavily involved in every single
I
project.
have to be.
Yeah.
I have to be. I have to be. Until one day that I could slow down myself and have one of my guys run it.
Okay.
But I can't do that right now.
Okay.
And plus, I really like it.
Yeah.
So
you're good at it.
It's my passion. So I'm
Yeah.
in there. I can't stay home and do nothing.
No.
I don't know how to do that.
No. Well, it's fun to podcast.
Hey, Sexy Walls podcast too.
Yeah, I know. And tell us a little bit about your marketing. I mean, Sexy Walls. I saw that come up on my like, Sexy Walls. What is this? I couldn't help but clip. I got to figure out what it is.
That's why I did it for that particular. For you to saying that is why I did it.
All right.
So basically, one day I like to listen to R&B music when I'm doing my walls. So one day I'm applying it, and excuse my language. I'm like, I'm effing these walls.
Oh.
I'm sexing up these walls.
Yikes.
Oh, sexy walls.
Very
I'm
erotic.
making love to these walls. So sexy walls, and then I started that, and it blew up.
Yeah.
So everybody in my industry uses the hashtag.
Yeah.
So then it was a great topic of conversation, right? Like what sexy walls. We were to Disney, right? To Orlando, Disney. And people are in line waiting. They're like, what's sexy walls? What is that?
Yeah.
And then they look it up and see
And
our
then they
crazy
can
work.
see it. It's like, oh yeah, these walls are pretty sexy. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? So,
Let me tell you, I started that trend because people they never used to say, oh, that's a sexy bathroom. These are sexy floors. Nobody said that. Even my name, Exotic Wall Finishes, when I started the company, I looked it up. Nobody had an exotic name. Only strip joints.
oh, wow.
You know, only had exotic names.
Yeah.
Now there's exotic flooring, exotic epoxy, exotic blah, 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 exotic that. Oh, sexy bathroom, sexy this, sexy that.
Sexy.
All because of me, guys.
That's right. That's beautiful. Anything else you want to tell the people?
Guys, if you guys want a luxury look in your home, place of business, a beautiful wall, contact me. We do any color, any style, from shiny, metallics, textures, mattes, all types of looks for your home or place of business. If you guys want something unique and different for your home, just contact me.
The best in business. Well, hopefully I can get some sexy walls here at the Content Condo.
Oh, for sure, and for free too.
Oh,
I got
man.
you. So,
I love that.
he's gonna have a podcast indoors as well. So he's gonna have one outdoors and indoors, and of course that back wall of the indoors will be my sexy wall for sure.
I love it. The more sexy walls, the better. I'm all for it.
Exactly.
I'm blessed.
Exactly.
All right, that's amazing. That'd be blessed. So I appreciate you coming out again today.
thank you so much
This
for
is
having
fun. Sexy walls. Go toss a follow. Look up his work. It's incredible. I mean, I saw it. I couldn't look away. I was like, I gotta meet this guy. So
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. And stay tuned for the next features, guys. The beautiful condo, beautiful viewing. Hey, great topics. Gotta love it.
come back again soon. All right, you guys, that's an episode. We'll be back again soon. Thanks for watching.